Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Caesar the Pleaser. I'm at a deep dive as we walk up the stairs and down the hallway. It's only when we stop that I look up and realize that I've been following her without question. Why did we come to your dormitory room? She looks straight at the door without so much as a glance in my direction. Hanako? She moves to answer but stops herself. Instead, she silently breaks away from my side and opens the door and steps inside. I look up and down the hallway, a bit lost as to exactly what I should do. Shrugging, I decide to follow her since I don't have any reason to do so otherwise. Hanako stands in the middle of her room and looks straight at me. It's unnerving when she does this, as it's such an unusual action for her. I open my mouth to speak, but she preempts me. Could you close and lock the door? Hanako's hand reaches for her chest, grabbing her blouse at her heart. What? I try to lock the door shut, then freeze. The atmosphere is beginning to feel quite strange. This feeling has only made me more profound when I hear the curtains being pulled behind me. It's going to be night soon. We're a guy and a girl in a bedroom. She's closing the curtains and I'm trying to lock in the door. She can't really have that in mind, can she? No, really? I gulp and turn around very, very slowly. Hanako is in the center of the room, but hasn't turned back to face me. You told me about your past, so I have to tell you mine. She takes a deep, shortling breath and pauses for a number of seconds. Her hands move to her ribbon and meet a tug. All but confirm my thoughts. Hanako? Please, don't say anything. I immediately stay hushed as she slips off her ribbon and continues to unbutton her blouse before working the clip of her bra. The process is slow. Perhaps it just feels slow because of what she's doing. I'm not sure. Rose at the spot, all I can do is watch Hanako. Hands trembling, unclips her skirt and lets it drop to the ground.
Okay, hold up, time out, time the fuck out, take a minute, breathe, emotions and hormones are just going wild. If you, yes you, not them or him right there, he's an asshole. If you want to see what the fuck just happened with this whole Hisao and Hanako spiel, you can go ahead and download the actual novel and go through it yourself, because I'm not going to show nudity on this channel because that's why my original channel got shut down. So, have fun. I'm cutting that part out. Bye bye. See you on the other side. Okay. Alright, that.
Oh, God. And then after a couple seconds, it ends. The sound of Hanako's breathing in my own rings in my ears, almost painfully loud. Hanako holds an arm over hers and her mouth open and gulping in air. As I hold myself over her, suddenly my arms almost give way and my vision distorts as if someone's grabbed it and pulled it sideways. I let myself fall asleep onto the bed besides the panting Hanako for the fear of falling onto her and said, okay, so obviously I'm gonna have to cut that the fuck out. That was... By the way, they had sex, and she discussed what happened with the accident with her, or of what happened. She was 8 years old when it happened, and the reason why she was able to survive is because her mother was protecting her from the fire, and that's the only reason why she lived. And then they proceeded to have sex, and all I have to say is that, 4-leaf students handled this really well. Two virgins doing this for the first time. They handled the situation pretty well. All I have to say is that I felt pretty I narrated the whole fucking thing. I felt pretty uncomfortable narrating it, but nevertheless, I'm gonna have to cut that out. If you want to find out what happened, you can easily download this novel / game and do it yourself. Go ahead. I'm not gonna do anything I'm not gonna try to hide it. I'm not gonna just black out the screen and me talk over it. I'm not going to do that for myself. And you can hear that. You want to find out what happened? Go look it up. But I'm not. We're not gonna go over that. Yeah, Estelle had sex with Hanako. How awkward it was. But yeah, they had sex. Yeah. We both lie beside each other, naked and pressed against one another in order to fit on the bed made for a single person. My eyes tried to focus on the ceiling, to not much success. Pulling a blanket over us and stave off the cold is all I can do. The only sound in the room that is that of our breathing. The sweat that had accumulated on my body feels uncomfortable. We're both physically and emotionally exhausted and a complete mess all over. Oh, his heart. Don't tell me he's gonna fucking die here. Are you kidding me? My vision slowly begins to return to normal as I continue to stare at the ceiling, but my lips still feel like jelly. I try to concentrate on my chest and I find its beat irregular and mildly painful. This is a dangerous time. I have to take this turn and not panic, lest I make my situation worse. With a huge effort, I took control of my erratic breathing, forcing myself to make long, deep breaths. I count half a dozen before I start to feel physically calm again, and I press my hand on my chest to assure myself. My heart beats back to normal. I'm okay. I turn my face towards Hanako, who's already looking at me. Her expression looks pretty dazed, but underneath that, there's definitely a look of concern. She realized what happened. Okay, everything's back to normal. I found myself barely able to get the words out between breaths. I don't think sex would tire her body out this much, so I have to throw down my conditions at least, particularly at fall. Why did my body have to do this right now? Although all thoughts in my heart, though, are pushed aside as I see the white smile forming on Hanako's face. As always, I smile back without another thought. Hanako's smile has always been infectious in its almost childlike sweetness and earnestly. Something that sets her apart from anyone else I know. Right now, we don't need words. Everything we want to communicate to each other, we can just share just fine without them. Wow, I can't believe that fucking just happened. Alright, but moving on. We gotta continue on. The day after. My eyes feel heavy as they slowly open, the light from outside making me blink a bit to let them get adjusted. My body feels like a lead, and my head feels just as heavy. Waking up to an unfamiliar ceiling is an uncomfortable feeling. It reminds me of the first time I woke on the dimpled white tile ceiling of the hospital. It's only after spending a few seconds staring up at it that I realize where I am. This is Hanako's dormitory room. I feel as though my heart stopped again as the events of last night's rushed through my head. Blood rushes to my cheeks, excuse me. Locking the door. And I shut my eyes once more. There's very little point in getting myself worked up to this early though, so I try to push things out of my mind for now. I roll my head to the side to see Hanako where she was when I drifted off to sleep. Well, that's there was an empty space in the bed and the room beyond it. Wait, she fucking left you? Are you kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you really? Yeah, dude, you got fucked in the ditch. I sluggishly get set up and rub my eyes before pitching the bridge of my nose and looking around the room. The only person here is me. I'm still bereft of my clothes, and after a quick scan of the floor for them, I noticed that they're neatly folded into the corner of the room. Try as I might, I can't see Hanako anywhere. The folded pack of the condoms has been removed too, presumably put into the bin. I can't believe she put it. Okay, alright. With a great yawn, I get myself out of the bed. I quickly look for some underwear. I grimaced a little in the process of putting my boxers back on after yesterday's efforts did a job on them, but I don't have much of fucking is you fucked with the boxers still on. That's dude. Taking advantage of the fact that I have some time without anyone around, I get myself dressed for the coming school days in short order, and then I'm alone. Without anything more to busy myself with, my mind becomes focused on the fact that I'm standing in another person's bedroom after we spent the night together. There's still not a single sign of her around. Wait. Hold up. So he had sex with the boxers on, but he just said or I just read right now in here. It said that he not put them back on. Wait a minute. No, that means you had them off at some point, I'm assuming. Why the fuck did you take them off when you were... Alright. Moving on. My gut proves to be more helpful than my brain at working out this riddle. With a loud growl, it reminded me that she may well have just be getting breakfast. I would have liked to wake up next to her, but maybe it's a good thing that I have a few moments alone. Hanako's room, as always, is quite bleak in appearance. There are precious few decorations and practically no personal artifacts that aren't hidden away in the cupboards and drawers. Now, did she get breakfast for you? Should you stay? What do you do with this situation? No, I'm kidding. She's lived there for 3 years, but the room looks as if it's barely occupied for a single day. I shouldn't overthink this. She might just like thinking this way, and as some do. Having the ability to put such low stock into physical possessions does have its advantages, but even so, it feels a little disconcerting given her past. She said she viewed herself as having her life on hold while at the orphanage. She certainly lives as if she does, but after what happened last night, it's pretty hard to imagine that she still thinks the same way. And are they technically now dating? Huh? Or is it just the casualness of, hey, let's just have sex? Alright, cool. I mean, hey, it happens. Oh, damn!